afternoon everybody, or good morning or good evening, depending where in the world you are watching this video right now. Welcome back to my channel. For everyone that's new, welcome to my channel. Don't forget to subscribe below so we can be YouTube friends. So today I am feeling a little bit worse for wear. I was out at a party last night on a Tuesday, and I really didn't expect it to turn into anything major, but the rosé was flowing. It's the summer party vibes here in London at the moment. A few weeks ago on my Instagram I asked you guys if you would like to see a GLOWGASM inspired makeup tutorial, because NARS have just increased their ORGASM collection to include lip products, eye products, more highlight, all of that good stuff. So I thought I would do a GLOWGASM inspired makeup look where I create a really beautiful, glowy, summery makeup look. I'm not just going to be using NARS ORGASM products though. I do have a few other brands here who have amazing, amazing glowy makeup. So I wanted to incorporate all of those to give you guys the best of the best glow-inducing, orgasmic summer makeup. I definitely am not feeling or looking orgasmic right now, so today we are going to be faking it, which is something I do not agree with, generally speaking, but when it comes to makeup, totally fine. Gonna hide last night's skin and all the tiredness. So I'm really excited to be using Laura Mercier again in my makeup tutorials, because if you were with me from the beginning, you'll remember that I did absolutely loads of Laura Mercier products in my YouTube videos. I love the brand. It just kind of fell off my radar, what with all the newness always coming in all the time. So I've made the effort to go back and revisit some classic favorites, as well as a little bit of newness I've got here as well. So to start, Laura Mercier foundation primers are a cult hero. It's one of their best-selling products. I would normally use the oil-free one because I have combination skin. I get a little bit oily throughout the day here, but I have this, it's not new, but it's new to me. This is their foundation primer in Radiance Bronze. So I figured, because we're doing a super glowy look today, I will use this on most of my face and use the oil-free one on my T-zone, if that makes sense. Look at that. It's got a really, really beautiful light bronzy effect. It's going to be absolutely gorgeous under the foundation that I'm using. So you can see that's just really glowed up my skin. It's giving me a little bit more bronze. I put the oil free down the T-zone. Primer for me in the summer is like makeup insurance. It's just really nice to know you've got it there, especially when the weather can be hot and we tend to get a little bit sweaty. So I tend to use primers more in the summer, or if I'm doing a really heavy makeup look. For this glowy makeup, I'm actually going out tonight. I'm going to a restaurant opening. It's an Italian restaurant opening. Which is why it's a bit of a bummer that I got a bit pissed last night, because now I've got a little bit of a headache and I don't really feel like drinking again. However, I know when I get there, things will be different. I'm gonna use a base product that I know is gonna stay with me all night long. This is the Bare Minerals Original. Now, like I said earlier, it's really nice to revisit classic products, like cult classic products that you know you loved years ago, but you've just forgotten about a little bit. So I'm using Light number 8, and it's just their classic mineral makeup. If you guys are familiar with them, most people are. It's one of the #1 selling foundation brands in America, and it's just clean makeup, which is great. Mineral makeup is just great for the skin. It doesn't block pores. So I actually had my makeup done yesterday for the Marie Claire party by a Bare Minerals makeup artist. She presents on QVC. She's such a lovely woman called SJ. She does such amazing makeup on me. So I was inspired by her makeup last night to recreate sort of glowy base that she did on me last night, so I can show you guys. So I've just like really rubbed and swirled that chunky brush. This is also by Bare Minerals, into the lid where the product was, and then I'm just going to apply it. I actually really like this brush. It's super soft, but it's dense. Sometimes when you use a really dense brush for buffing, the coverage can be a bit heavy, but this feels like there's a lot more control with the level of coverage I'm giving myself with this one. It's so beautiful. It's got like a little indentation where the product sits, so it distributes evenly. And in my experience, this foundation lasts. It really lasts for ages. So I think that's good for the base. I'm actually going to use some concealer now just to touch up some areas. One product springs to mind for me when I think about Laura Mercier, and that is concealer. And you guys know that I'm an absolute concealer junkie. So when they gave me this yesterday, I was so excited to try it. I'm going to try it for the first time now. This is their Flawless Fusion Ultra-Longwear concealer. I love their concealers. I think they're all brilliant. They all do different things, but they're all brilliant. And this is just your basically a really nice all-rounder concealer. So I'm going to use it everywhere that I use concealer. Under the eyes, on my spot there, down the nose. That concealer I just put on is really, really nice and creamy, but it's also very high coverage, which means I can use it everywhere. Alright, so next up we're going to do some bronzer. I was thinking about using a glowy bronzer, but then I thought, actually no, let's just keep the bronzer as like shape work, and we can put more glow in from the highlight that we use and the blush that we use. So I'm just going to take the Bare Minerals bronzer. This is shade Warmth, and it's a pretty nice neutral brown. It's just going to add some shape back into my face. And to put that on, I'm using this rather funky brush from Laura Mercier. This is their glow powder brush. I will be using it with their glow powder later on, but I am actually just going to use it with this bronzer because it's got a really nice curve to it. So I think it's going to be great for like doing a little bit of contouring. Oh look! How good is that? It's like literally perfect for contouring the jawline. That's amazing. It feels so nice and snug. And it's literally placing the powder exactly where I want it. Moving on to blusher. No points for guessing what blusher I'm using today. Obviously it is Nars Orgasm, the product that started this whole glowgasm phenomenon. This is a cult hero product. I spoke about this before. It's not my favourite brush. It's not my favourite blusher. Don't get me wrong, the colour is absolutely perfect, and it's one of those universal pinks that literally works on all skin tones. What I don't really particularly enjoy about this is the level of sparkle in it. Now, it's not crazy sparkly, it's in absolutely no way glittery. It's just maybe like a little bit too sparkly for me. Like, I don't mind a sheen, a sheer, kind of like a dew on my cheeks, but a sparkle, I'm just you know, it's just down to personal preference at the day. And I am going to use this now because it is a beautiful product and it's basically inspired this whole makeup tutorial anyway. So let's check it on. I'm just using my RMS blusher brush. And there we go. The first pink flush of an orgasm. I honestly wish I looked like this when I had an orgasm. I'm more like, oh my god, that was amazing. My boyfriend's a lucky man, I know. Alright, this is actually probably going to be my favourite bit of this whole makeup tutorial because this is the product that I am most excited about. For good reason. Look at the packaging. That is one packaging climax, people. Look at that. It's just melty, molten, orgasmic goodness. I'm such a creep. So this is the Endless Orgasm palette by Nars. I'm just gonna open up and show you guys. It's an entirely cream palette. I'm not actually sure if it's like face or it's eyes or it's everything, but I'm going to use it on the eyes because I think there's some really nice bronzy colours in there as well as some highlighty ones which will look really great on the eyes. And I do like using creams on the eyes at the moment. I think it's really soft and it gives it more of a like dewy natural feeling for summer. I'm going to use my fingers because why the hell not? I think I'm going to start with this one and I believe it's called Orgasm Ecstasy, and if I just put it up to the camera a bit closer, it's like a kind of pinky colour, pinky champagne. That's like a true like cream champagne, but that's like, no. Okay. Alright, so here we are. Fingers. Fingers! Ooh, now that I'm rubbing it, it's actually quite iridescent. So I'm going to start with this champagne here. It's like quite goldy in colour. I'm just going to put that all over the lid, just as kind of like a base to open up the eye area. And then we'll start building the colour. You could use this as a highlight. In fact, I'm actually pretty sure it is a highlight, but we are going to use it as an eye colour because I think it's beautiful and it's going to look great on the eyes. I'm just going to move that up to the brow bone as well. Why not? Let's just highlight that brow bone while we're doing this. So next up, I'm going to use this colour here in the top right. This is called Super Orgasm. And it's kind of like a rosy colour, and I'm just going to put that all over the lid again just to get some colour into there and break up the champagne that I've put everywhere. And then I'm going to take this middle colour here, which is called Deep Orgasm, and I'm going to put that just in the, like, kind of the corner to middle part of the eye. I probably didn't need to use all these shades, but I'm just very, very excited. So I'm actually going to define the eye a little bit more using Laura Mercier's Caviar eye sticks. I love this product. I feel like a lot of brands do the Caviar eye stick. She was the original and I still think they're the best. They're also super long wearing and really such a pleasure to use. I'm going to use copper and burnished bronze. So this is a darker kind of bronzy brown and then this is like a really bright coppery colour. I'm going to take the copper first. It looks like this. Nice, isn't it? Super, super orgasmic. And then I'm gonna just run that over the lid, add a little bit more colour. And I'm gonna take the burnished bronzed colour, which is quite a bit darker actually. I'm gonna like outline the eyes and then do the corner here, just to give a little bit more definition to the look. It's actually super, super warm today, guys, so I am gonna take a brush and just tidy that up slightly. I think this is the glowiest I've ever looked in a makeup tutorial that I've done. For highlight, I do have this really amazing ORGASM liquid highlight in ORGASM. Oh, that's a fancy little bottle. How does that, oh, okay. Okay, pumping. Okay, that's beautiful, but for the sake of me going out tonight and wanting my makeup to stay a little bit longer, I'm actually gonna opt for a powder highlight. Cream highlights and liquid highlights are beautiful, but they don't have the longevity that powder highlights do. And I've got some amazing products to show you. This is part of the Bare Minerals Clean Glow range. These are their highlighters. They come in 4 different colors. We've got Whimsy, which is like a white iridescent. We've got Joy, which is a little bit of more of a copper rose. Fierce, which is like a true goldy bronze for dark skin tones probably, and then we've got Zen, which is the more champagne pink hue of the collection. I'm actually going to use Zen because I feel like it's, oh no, we've got one more, Free, can't forget him, he's like a true gold. I'm going to use Zen because I want to keep the pink tones sort of going on my face right now. Get it open. So the packaging colour looked dead pink, but that's actually much more champagne-y. Now I have it out, which is fine. So I'm just going to use that curved glow brush again by Laura Mercier. This is like my new favourite brush, clearly. Tap that in and then knock off the excess. Add the highlight. Bit to the brow bone, bit here. Tiniest amount down my nose. Can you tell I went to drama school? I'm just gonna put some brow and mascara on and then we can finish the look with a really beautiful product from Laura Mercier. Just using my brow product of the moment. This is the Estee Lauder Brow Now in Brunette. It's like a fibre gel. Just really pumps up the volume of the brows. Great for every day if you can't be asked to actually use a pencil or a powder, which is me most days. This is also my current favourite mascara. It's by CLARINS. It's a brown one. It's called Wonder Perfect Mascara in 4D. I've been using this a lot recently in my tutorials. It's brown. It's number 2. I just prefer a brown generally as far as mascaras go because I have light eyes and I think it's a lot less harsh. Also with this very soft summery look, I think a brown is going to be a lot nicer than a harsh black. Black mascara for me is reserved for like smoky eye looks or cat eye flicks. And before I powder, I am going to put some lip product on. I got this really pretty lipstick from Laura Mercier. It's called Vibe. It's just a really, really nice everyday sort of pink colour. You can see that. It's actually matte though. So I'm gonna, don't worry, bring the glow back into it with a lip gloss. But first, I'm just gonna apply the colour. Like I said, if you're gonna shop at Laura Mercier, look at their lipsticks and look at their concealers because they are the best products they do. I kind of like the matte, like I do love a matte lipstick, but because this is a glow-tastic tutorial, I am gonna put some shine back into my lips, and to do that I'm going to use this oil-infused lip tint called ORGASM, surprise surprise. This is part of the GLOWGASM collection from Nars, so it's kind of like a pinky iridescent. I'm gonna add that over the top. So the last thing I'm going to do is set the makeup look, and to do that I'm going to use the Laura Mercier translucent powder, but this isn't the regular one that everybody knows and loves. This actually is the glow version. There's actually crushed pearls inside here, so this is just going to basically be the last layer on this GLOWGASM layered cake that we've created. I'm just going to take that chunky brush from Bare Minerals. It's called the Beautiful Finish brush actually. I'm going to tap a little bit into the lid. Just gonna swirl it. Oh, that's nice. That's really, really nice. I love that. If you're a fan of the translucent original Laura Mercier powder, check this one out on counter next time you're in store, because this is beautiful, especially for summer. I'd compare it to the Hourglass Dim Light Ambient Lighting Powders, just a crushed loose version. That's really special. That's fucking amazing. Last step! Last but not least, I'm going to use the Bare Minerals Dew Mist. I picked this up yesterday at one of their events. Didn't know they did a hydrating dew mist, but it's a setting spray, which will be great for this look because I do have a lot of makeup on and I want to preserve it. I want to preserve the glow. So I'm just going to finish with that. And jobs are good un. This is my my look for my Italian restaurant opening tonight. So there you have it, guys. That was my ultra summer glowgasm inducing makeup look. I hope you loved it. I certainly love it. I love anything that's beautiful and glowy and just looks, I mean, glowy makeup for summer is the one. Nobody wants something matte and powdery and heavy looking. Obviously I did use quite a few layers here, but they are quite light, so the makeup still looks quite fresh. It certainly feels fresh and lightweight on my skin. All of these products are amazing. It's so nice to be using Laura Mercier again. I have missed this so much, so this is going right back into my makeup drawer because I want to use this during summer to keep my makeup in place. Also, really, really nice to be introduced back to my mineral makeup. I wouldn't have even thought to use this in my tutorial unless I had had my makeup done by Bare Minerals yesterday. So really nice to be reacquainted with the original foundation. Also, this brush is just amazing. If you do use powder foundation, I would really recommend the Beautiful Finish brush. I hope you enjoyed the tutorial, guys. I would love to know what your favourite product was from this Glowgasm tutorial. Which do you feel you could not live without? We would absolutely love to get your hands on. Comment down below and we'll have a chat about all things makeup. If you don't follow me, make sure you hit the subscribe button. Don't forget, if you did like the video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. And as always, everything I have used in this video is linked below in the description box if you wanted to have a look for yourselves. Thanks again for watching. I'll see you back here on my channel again really, really soon. Bye for now.